Okay, so what I'm going to do for the 250th episode special bonus video is there's an article here in Beeborn? Whatever the hell that is. Beebom, whatever. I'll leave a link in the description below. But it's talking about the 25 most popular One Piece characters. And this article was written in 2023. Now, you could say maybe, don't read this because of spoilers, because I'm only less than 25% through. But here's the thing. A character name isn't going to spoil me. I'm not going to look at descriptions or anything about them. I'll try to avoid the look of them if they show pictures. I just want the name. And it'll be interesting to see, of this list of top 25 most popular characters, how many of them I've already met. That'll be very interesting. That's one of the things I want to do here, right? And the other thing is, by the name, I'm going to try to predict what they are and what they do. So this should be fun. We're just doing the names. Okay, number one, which I assume is the most popular character. I don't think they're doing reverse order. Monkey D. Luffy. Monkey D. Luffy. Nah, doesn't ring a bell. Zoro's number 2. Do you think Zoro's the second most popular character? I wouldn't have thought so. Chopper kind of lost. I would think Chopper, because he's my second most favorite character. But y'all some haters, because I think some of you don't like him. I just don't understand. Hating ass mofos. I guess Zoro's such a badass, I can see him being second most popular. Okay, let me predict this, actually. The Straw Hat Crew. Who do I think is most popular? Well, we've already seen Luffy and Zoro. I'm going to say Nami's number 3. Sanji's number 4. Chopper's number 5. Usopp's number 6. Robin's number 7. That's how I think it's going to go. Sanji's number 3. Interesting. Apparently his first name is Vinsmoke. Vinsmoke. No effing way. Vinsmoke. What the hell kind of name is Vinsmoke? If it's ethnic, okay, fine. But, I don't know, man. Like, Rorona or whatever, Zoro makes sense to me. Vinsmoke don't. This next number 4 is Trafalgar D. Waterlaw. Trafalgar. That was a battle in the Atlantic. Wasn't it? Or was it the Mediterranean? Trafalgar, I think, was it. Waterlaw. Okay. Based on this, I'm going to say, well, the D is interesting that it comes up again. I'm going to say he's a judge. He's a nautical judge because I just finished episode 250, of course. He's a nautical judge like that, dude. He lays down the law. He's basically like Judge Dredd. He's like Judge Dredd. That's what I predict his character is going to be. Okay. Can't believe he's number 4. Guess what he made him at? Shanks is number 5. Interesting. I always assumed we were going to see Shanks. So, again, I'm not worried about being spoiled here. Because, there's nothing here that I think is going to really kill me here. Spoiler-wise. Especially with my memory. It'd be interesting if we get 300 episodes past this, and we'll meet somebody like Trafalgar, Waterlaw, whatever. I'll be like, I've never seen that name before in my life. My memory, you can count on it, right? Okay, Gall D. Roger. Yeah, so, Gol, that's the dude that died at the very beginning. I wonder if we're going to get flashbacks with him at some point. I wonder about that. I guess so. For him to be the 6th most popular character, we're probably going to be getting flashbacks at some point with him. That would be interesting. I wouldn't mind seeing, because I asked this about in the last episode, actually. What was so damn bad about it? Like, you made a shit for him. And then he, of course, I understand he got executed as well. But you made a shit for him, which apparently is such a heinous thing to do. So what was he doing? Was he destroying cities? Was he destroying entire fleets for nothing? Like, was he killing people and stealing their treasure? Because the pirates we've seen here haven't really been doing that. You have the fishermen pirates who were extorting money from towns. Okay, that's bad. And they were killing people who didn't give them money. That's bad. But in real life, pirates would take a ship, kill everybody on board, steal their shit, and sink the ship. That's the worst thing I can think of. He wasn't just going into a town, stealing everything, and then slaughtering the town and burning it to the ground. He was extorting them. If you couldn't pay, he killed you. I'm not saying that's great. I'm saying there is worse that could be done. We only talk about some of the other stuff, unspeakable things that can be done, right? So, what did Gold Roger do, man? What? I don't understand. We haven't been told, in other words. He must have been really bad. And so if that's the case, you just wonder, like, why does Luffy look up to him so much? Why does he want to be king of the pirates? And what kind of king would he be? Would he be okay if somebody comes up, yeah, man, I just killed a family of 27 on this ship over here. Here's your cut. Let me give you some gold pieces. If he's king of the pirates, is he okay with that? It raises some very uncomfortable questions. Okay, Whitebeard's number 7. We've actually heard of him. I don't think we've met him maybe once. Nami's number 8. We're saying Nami is below a guy we met one time in one flashback and who did narration at the beginning of episodes, Gold Roger, right? You serious? Nami's number 8. Y'all suck. This is a terrible list. Port Gas Diaz. That's the brother, right? Yeah, okay. Port Gas. Yeah, that's the brother. So he's number 9. At least you beat him out. Nico Robin's number 10. So you're telling me Usopp and Chopper are below Nico Robin. Wow. And below, of course, another person we've only met once so far, which is Luffy's brother. Jesus, man. I'm not here to bitch about the list. That's not really the purpose here. But number 11, Boa Hancock. Okay, so that's somebody I have no idea who that is. Boa Hancock. All right. Well, you've got John D. Hancock. You're right. It's a really big signature. He went to King of England to make sure he could see his name. So he wrote his name the biggest possible to make sure the King of England could see his effing name. Put your John Hancock right here, right? That's where that comes from. So we got that part. Boa is a snake. So I'm going to say that this is a person with a really big hand who can control snakes. That's my prediction. All right. Sabo, S-A-B-O, is number 12. You're not giving me anything, man. You got to give me a little something, man. You give me, I don't know. I have no effing idea who the hell that could possibly be, what their power could be. So, yeah, you got to give me something, man. Make your name a little bit more interesting than that. Silver's Raleigh. Raleigh spelled weird. Okay, so 30 pieces of silver betrayed. Okay, so he's a betrayer, a professional betrayer. What are we going to say? An undercover cop? He's an undercover Marine. He's an undercover Marine. He infiltrates pirates groups, gets all the information, snitches them out to the local Marine Corps, and gets them killed. He's going to infiltrate the Straw Hat crew, and he's going to get his little 30 pieces of silver after he does this, and he's going to try to turn them into the Marines. And they will kick the Marines' asses, and then kick his ass for being a backstabbing turncoat. So, all right, he's number 13. Usopp 14. The disrespect, the mad disrespect of him being all the way down at 14, past people I ain't even met yet, man. I'm at 250. I ain't met these mofos yet, and you got Usopp below them. Kiss my ass, man. I'm not saying he's my favorite character, but, still. And we still ain't seen Chopper, man. If he don't make the list, I'm really going to be pissed. There he is. Tony Chopper. I keep forgetting his name is Tony. Number 15. Disrespectful, man. It's just disrespectful. Jinbe. Number 16, Jinbe. Man, you're not giving me anything, man. He's one short-ass, one-name names. I can't do anything with that. Marco. Same thing. I guess we could say, let's say he's an explorer. Marco Polo. We'll go with the explorer. Maybe he's got some secrets. He'll give Nico Robin the 411 on some various things that they can find archaeological ruins he came across because he'd be exploring the world. Okay. He's an explorer. I can work with that. Blackbeard. Familiar with him? Have we officially met Blackbeard? Officially met him. I think so. More so than Whitebeard, I believe. So there's Blackbeard, there's Whitebeard, and there's Bluebeard, right? Is there a Bluebeard in this universe? There has to be. There has to be. I know Whitebeard's making fun of Blackbeard. Possibly Bluebeard as well. Don't know if they actually have I don't know if they've mentioned Bluebeard yet. Kazuki Odin. Well, Odin isn't spelled the way it is in Norse mythology, but let's just say, we'll say he's a one-eyed person. He's got because I'm avoiding whatever, artwork they have here, of course. He's a one-eyed person, and he wears an eye patch, as pirates do. And let's see. We've already had lightning powers. What else is he famous for? Well, he has a bird. Odin, doesn't he mess around with like vultures or something? So he'll have a vulture on his shoulder. And maybe not lightning powers, but like he can shoot energy bolts from his fingers. That's his fruit power. So we'll go with that. Okay, Don Quixote de Flamingo, whatever. I'm familiar with him. He's number 20. Not surprised. He's pretty popular. I can see him being popular. Charlotte Katakuri. I just realized I'm assuming all these people are male. Charlotte feels like a female name. Some of these others could be females, from all I know. So we'll say this one's a woman. Katakuri is kind of like a katana. So it's a woman who's really good at swords. She's going to give Zoro a run for his money. Might even kick his ass. For the fact that she's listed as 21. That's pretty good. 21 out of the entire series of 40,000 characters. She's got to be a badass with these swords, right? So that's what I'm predicting. Crocodile, number 22. Wow, he made the list. I always thought he was cool. He made my Hall of Fame. I can see him making a list. Corazon. It's not really giving me anything. Corazon. Reminds me of Coraline. Guess we could say Corazon can go into alternate universes and bring people back that are scary. Alternate versions. So bring back an alternate Luffy who also has rubber powers, but a scary version of alternate Luffy who has buttons in his eyes. We'll go with that. Okay. Yamada. Well, that makes me think of the battleship, which I think is Yamato. I think they're spelled differently. But the battleship has the biggest guns in the world. So this is going to be a dude who has really massive biceps. 18-inch guns on the battleship. So we'll say 18-inch biceps. 18-inch biceps is pretty good, isn't it? Yeah. Can't remember. What's the most I ever had? I think my biceps got up to 14 or 15 or something like that. 18-inch biceps is pretty good. Somebody, who was it? There was a wrestler who had the largest arms in the world. Didn't he have 22-inch biceps? Anyway, yeah, so we're going to say at least 18-inch biceps for this dude. So we'll go with that. And last but not least, Carrot. Carrot, really. A prop comic made it on the list. Number 25. Okay, we'll say he's a prop comic. And we've already had several clowns on this stupid show. This show ain't stupid, but the clowns are stupid. So this will be a clown prop comic, twirly flower, whatever they call that, corsage, that shoots out, instead of water, it'll shoot out poison to kill people. I don't know. Well, this is my very weird celebration of episode 250. So that's where we're at. Hold all these predictions against me. Feel free to bookmark this video. And anytime one of these characters come up, feel free to remind me in the comments that I said this, that, and the other. I doubt I'll remember the names when we get there. So it'll be interesting to go back and look at this later. Yeah. I wonder, and obviously don't tell me, I wonder what's the latest we get any of these introductions. It'd be funny if something like Carrot Top here doesn't get introduced to 998. That would be interesting.